we installed everything related to osTicket, and now configuration file missing. Okay, I forgot to rename a certain file that osTicket utilizes to make configurations. So I'm just going to go into our file explorer. I'm gonna go into the www root folder and then go to the osTicket folder, the include folder. We're gonna scroll down to ost sample config. There it is. And we're gonna rename it exactly as it's requested on the website. We're going to rename this ost sample config to ost dash config. Click enter. Make some changes in the properties of this file to allow it to make changes in the back end. So we're going to right click it, click properties, then go to security, then go to advanced, and I'm just going to disable inheritance just to give us a clean slate. And I'm going to add permissions, create a principal, and just for the sake of this example, we're going to put everyone. You know, this isn't what you really want to do in real life, but just for the sake of the example, everyone, and we're going to click all the boxes. Well, full control activates all the boxes, and then press OK. And right there, what we just did, you click apply, then click OK, and then click OK. And we're going to go back to the osTicket setup site and continue. From here, we are essentially typing in all of the information we'll need to sign into our ticketing system. For the sake of the example, we're just going to put some faux emails, help desk name, let's say Mark's help desk, Mark at gmail.com. Be our default email. I'm gonna put my name, Mark Martin. I just keep on making that mistake. Email, I'm gonna keep it simple, mark1 at gmail.com. Username, Mark, password. In case you're running into any errors, I should mention this email address should be different from this one. All right, now before we click install now, we created our database in the background, but we essentially need to log into our database and provide the credentials right here. So we're going to go back to our installation files folder to finally install HeidiSQL. HeidiSQL essentially allows us to make that connection that we need to our database. So just going to click next, next, next. Just agree to everything. Install. All right, make sure this launch Heidi SQL is clicked. and click finish. Click skip. And with Heidi SQL right here, we're going to make that connection to our database. We're going to click new in the user. We're going to put root like we did before. And root, if you remember, the database that we previously created. We just want that username and password to be the same. Then we can click open. And if you see right here, logging into that created the connection to our database. Now we need to create a database called osTicket. All right, now we're going to go to where it says unnamed and right click on it, create new, click database, and we're going to label this osTicket. Press OK. So now with that database created, we're going to go back to our browser to set up osTicket. Our database, of course, is osTicket. And if you remember our username and our special password, and then you can click install now. Great. Now osTickets has officially been installed. You can close this, and just to make sure that everything installed how it's supposed to, you can go back to Heidi SQL, click on osTicket, and you should see a bunch of tables and files, departments, sections that have been created in Heidi SQL. This is pretty much our backend, our database, all of the information related to our ticketing system. Now you can close down Heidi SQL. All right, now let's take a look at our admin panel, the part of the site that we go to control permissions and allocate positions between departments and different personnel. So this is the admin section of our ticketing system. This is where we set up any SLAs, permissions for certain users, permissions for specific departments, where we set up teams between departments. It all happens back here. In addition, we can oversee any tickets that are currently pending, completed. Here's our agent panel. So your ticketing system is officially created.